The Miami Dolphins aerial attack isn't going to look the same old song. Sure, Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, Achane are still headliners, but two key pieces have been swapped. Wide receiver 3 and the tight end spot got a glow-up thanks to a new face and a trade that changes the dynamic. Enter Nick Westbrook-Ikhine and Darren Waller. Waller steps into what Jonnu Smith left behind, a legitimate pass-catching tight end. But it's Westbrook-Ikhine who arguably flips the script. At 6'2", he brings the size the Dolphins have been missing on the outside since 2021, making Coach McDaniel downright giddy. Westbrook-Ikhine himself didn't mince words. Big body, he said of that 6'2" frame. He's all about exploiting mismatches, using his physicality, and stepping up in those spaces built by the talent around him. There are so many weapons. I just want to be that guy who finds the open area, wins physical matchups. He's inked in Miami for 2 years and $6.5 million after having his best season yet in 2024. 60 looks, 497 yards, 9 trips to the end zone. That size was desperately needed. Miami's receiver group was the smallest in the league last year. Tyreek even joked with Wes Welker. "Hey bro, y'all keep bringing in these short guys." Once Dubose arrived at 6'2". With Westbrook-Ikhine on board, that complaint loses steam. But of course, fitting into McDaniel's complicated offense isn't a breeze. Westbrook-Ikhine admitted he's been off on timing a bit, plus a nagging injury knocked his confidence because he didn't feel 100%. That downtime before camp? That's gold. It means healing and absorbing the playbook deep. Sure, he's fessed up that bad habits have shown up, but he's also had shining moments. His first live day at minicamp? He hauled in multiple touchdowns in the red zone. Size plus timing equals boom. Offensive coordinator Frank Smith is clear-eyed. Westbrook-Ikhine is salt of the earth, a grinder, consistent with his work ethic. Tennessee people vouched for him. It all adds up to someone you trust in key spots, especially inside the 20. In fact, 6 of his 9 TDs last season came within that chunk of real estate. Miami? They were middling in that department, about 56.6% success a year ago, slotting them 16th overall. "I love the red zone," Nick said. "I'm a bigger target. Makes it easier. You can throw it where you want." That hunger to find pay dirt gives us a direct line into how the offense could shift. Big bodies in tight spaces, red zone familiarity, those are fertile tweaks. But size alone won't fix Miami's deeper issues. Coach McDaniel's offense is creative and flashy. Other coaches lean on him for ideas, but the real-world results haven't always matched the sparkle. They've made the playoffs twice in 3 seasons, and yet McDaniel's considered on the edge. Why? Because when the lights get bright, Miami tends to flicker. Case in point, a dreadful 6-15.286 record in the regular season against teams above .500 during his tenure. Not that those losses were flukes. Penalties plagued them, 7th highest rate, and negative plays roll in too often, 10th most. They can break big with speeds like Hill and Achane, but when it comes to physical grind, they're not the team to call. Their third and short game is abysmal. Since 2022, they sit 31st in conversion rate on third and short/4th and short. They were 31st in red zone touchdown rate in 2024. Running into stacked boxes? Worst in the league on success rate. Pressing deeper, the line's lacking bite. Terron Armstead, their rock, retired. Without him, and amid injury issues, they have a fragile O-line. McDaniel sees it, and he's screaming for reinforcements in both free agency and the draft. GM Chris Greer responded. They snagged veteran guard James Daniels, Mauler, but he's coming off an Achilles tear. They also traded up to draft guard Jonah Savaiania. Pair them with center Aaron Brewer and right tackle Austin Jackson, and you can sense a push for a more physical front. Left tackle is still the wild card. Last year's pick, Patrick Paul, has the size and mobility, but can he fill Armstead's shoes? If Daniels comes back strong, Jackson stays healthy, and both young guards grow fast, Miami might land the most physical O-line McDaniel's ever had. Now dig this. McDaniel's menu of creativity can hit home or crumble. Like that play with pony personnel, Mostert, Achane in the slot. Achane motioned left, then sweeps right behind a pulling tackle block earned by slot T. Smith sealing the end. Pure eye candy, true, but angle of attack and execution must sync. And it doesn't always. They run more outside zone and trickery than inside runs, even though inside plays can sap defensive strength.